28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Dancing to his left, and he fires one in. Carolina, and for the Giants, Joe Judge, any surprises in your mind?
Well, I think you start with Joe Judge going to the Giants, coming from New England where he was the special teams coach for most of his career, and this season added wide receivers to his duties. Well regarded within the ranks of the NFL. Not much known about him to the outside world. It's kind of a reveal to everyone. Joe Judge, people will now get to know who he is because most people thought Matt Rule was going to go to New York. He ends up in Carolina. And then, of course, Ron Rivera, he would have been a candidate for Dallas. He would have been a candidate for New York as well as Washington. And Washington never let him out of the building. That was a big-time hire for them.
On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Not that time for Watkins. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
And going deep for Hill. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Oh, a design run for their wideout. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now here's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Come on, D. Kill. You go tight. You got tight.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that takes us from second to third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
7, let's go. 4. Bound to lose one.
Mahomes to throw once more. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
He's coming. Bravo. He's coming. We got double up. Go.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Titan Tyrann Mathieu with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 72 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Completes it to Davis. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
And this is caught at the 20.
Keep playing hard.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well, and you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the all-pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
8, read. 54, X3, 218, chopper.
Watch 5.
On second down, here's Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's McCoy. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Come back.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Watch twist.
Hey, 43.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check, 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 check. Slam.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Henry. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Flushed out right. And finding Pruitt. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, it's Henry. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Joseph now to kick this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kamale Curry. Sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice
get
job.
fried any damn
YouTube
shit.
You're really almost discrediting their work.
In that bitch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Nashville. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Backing up like a bitch. Watch.
Working from the gun. Mahomes.
at it. What the fuck I say for nothing?
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result,
That
this is
boy
gonna be a
is
safety.
stupid.
Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game, even
He
with
think
the
this
2
shit funny.
points there. But let's
Reese
just
bust on his
say
ass right now.
things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire
I'm gonna catch the biggest pass in
you
America.
just suck. You suck.
been an easy day for him.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage.
Straight up.
In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Hey, Bubba, you got 5 minutes left.
Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Yeah.
Tannehill. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back.
He didn't get it.
Incomplete in the end zone. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give
This
him
nigga
credit, they
Reese
took
going
their
stupid.
shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead?
Touchdown, Titans.
Demolished.
Jonnu Smith, 31 yards.
Check
The
that
Titans
boy
are
out.
able to
Keep
extend
me
their
up.
lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide
4th down,
receivers catching
nigga.
touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get to the end zone as well.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
And we will keep flaming your ass too till you catch back up.
This one taken from the 7. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Good ass run.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today.
Hey, my nigga,
But if
don't back
nothing
up no
else,
more.
Even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Shit, he ain't even need a 3-step now. He ain't shot
Now
on
on
that.
first down. And going deep for Hill.
Oh my god.
And
Yes,
that'll wind
sir.
up incomplete.
Reese, you'll use a sock,
Trying to
boy.
give his man room to
You ain't
run
even
under it,
catch
but
this
it's
shit.
2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well
He's jumping
coordinated.
rough
The
right
front and
now.
the back really in sync. The front
Hey,
putting
Twitter
on the
roasting the
pressure,
shit out of
the
Lamar
backside
Jackson and
being
Derrick
ball
Henry
hawks and
right now.
picking passes off.
And now here is another interception. Picked by
Oh,
Kevin Byard.
You ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked
don't.
into what they're trying to get done in the
You never
passing game.
can.
When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
Then with
right.
the Eagles.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete.
Ooh.
Travis Kelsey
Get off.
past the 20.
Yes,
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 93 yards. And the Chiefs
only got 430.
And I think it's
Hey, we
safe to
about
say
to
we
waste a
won't
couple
call
of that
any
clock right
touchdown
now.
passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this will set them up nicely.
That's just rough.
Damn it.
A big play
That nigga break that tackle.
67 yards. What can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 and into the end zone.
That nigga demolishing
Tennessee touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
Hey, we been talking that big shit, dude.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
Nah, it's just cause it's cause I start the broadcast.
I don't hear that shit.
And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like the memory was a little too long there.
Solid return, pretty good field position.
Hey, what's really crazy is we started watching this broadcast when this nigga had 3 in it. Reese had 3 fucking points. Now look at this shit.
That shows to tell you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again.
Hey,
here for the defense.
if you cut off the broadcast and you go stupid, you flying. There's no way you go stupid off camera.
Jarrell Casey, a sensational effort.
But don't even put him
It's
in
one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really
Reese
well
had
on defense,
under
and the offense has
2
nowhere to
quarters
go
to
with
do
the
it.
football. Dominating performance.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it, and have to make a few additional changes along the way.
that nigga
because
fast as hell.
I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
Hey, ever since the broadcast started, I ain't seen Reese run the ball
However,
yet.
we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is,
Nigga about to drop 60 on my dome.
ahead of time that maybe
Hey, don't let that shit happen now.
They just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about
If you let that happen, you can never broadcast Madden
points in case
ever.
there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is
Even
taking
if a
about
new
7
one
yards
comes out, you
deep.
still can't broadcast it.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
You shouldn't have run in. Nah, he wouldn't have been able to cut that corner anyway.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety.
They ain't carrying too time now.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
I literally thought that shit like get took off by running
things
on the
up for you
line.
offensively, but now they've got to go ahead take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Gets this one to Hill. 23 yards to pick up there. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys.
How the world he ran past me, then come back and hit me?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Street put him on his shoulders.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Mahomes now to throw.
Well,
The 2 men come together.
Incompletion after the incompletion.
Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. At this
Just
point,
looking
down
for that
big, you'd have to
down.
imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
And how about this, a fake?
Nigga, one recent score 60 in it. Oh,
And he's going to let it go deep.
Icky ass.
And
Come
this
back
is
to the ball.
incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Titans
He definitely that bitch off his
football
back,
back,
though.
and they've got it in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tannehill going to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Like a freight train
Get his
there,
ass
Derek
sack
Nunny
up.
with a sack.
Them niggas did nothing this now.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing
Damn
to
it.
win and put up the amount of
Y'all about
points
to
that
play
they
one
did.
more? I can
What
go
are
to
they
my
clicking
regular
on
YouTube
offense?
videos.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?
Yes.
I mean, what a game. That number of points. Continue to feel like they're moving the ball. Things are working and
Good
clicking.
gosh,
They think that
boy.
they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an
Now
offensive
lose.
coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call
Hey, y'all might as well
run,
play
pass,
one
it's
more.
all
Hey,
gonna work.
Trayvon, you might as well play
being
for
in the
real the
zone.
whole game, you know? Bet.
So that'll just about do it for
James
Charles
Keenan,
Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more,
I ain't starting no
the Titans are
broadcast
better
until the
than
dang on
66
last
so long.
freaking 10 seconds of the game. Yeah, restart it, cause I can't start that jump. That jump made me play horribly. Soon as I cut it on now, nothing but sailment.
Thank you.
I don't even know how to end this junk, man.